Sorry for the delay, y'all. I had a delivery. I had the delivery to the farm in real life. So I had to carry that all in. It's actually what's up, Racer? How's it going? I'm about to start it soon. Apologies about that. I had some wood panels. Gosh, I'm still out of breath. I had some wood panels delivered here on my actual real farm, so I had to handle that real quick. But we're about to get this started on FS25. I'm glad to be back on the farm. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm gonna get us to the farm and then I'm gonna grab me some water. Goodness gracious. It's actually not even that hot outside, but wood is just heavy. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. But we're gonna get back on the farm today. Got some cool things. I'm pretty sure we got a big harvest day because our rice has been growing, the grapes have been growing, the greenhouses are doing their part. We're about to have a really good, strong stream. I'm planning on giving you all a good hour, so I gotta go somewhere and then I'm gonna get back on maybe later tonight. But let's get over here onto the farm and get ready to start it up. So great question. So this is my career that we're doing right now, but I do multiplayer. I've been joining a couple of different servers and that's been fun, but I need to get back on my actual farm on here today. What about you? What do you what's your go-to? Do you play FS25? What's your go-to on the game? Appreciate you being here too, Racer Man. Keep this fun farming music playing in the background. Okay. Switch it up a little bit. Hey, 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 hey. But yeah, what's your do you do multiplayer on FS? Nice, nice, nice. Well, um let's make sure. Wait a minute. But yeah, no, I think I did a couple of multiplayer servers last time. That was a lot of fun. And I need to update my title. What happened here? It was supposed to be not saying and I guess I'm thinking my title is saying FS25 is saying ready or not. Racer, are you talking about ready or not or FS? Because if you're here to see ready or not, I might just have to switch over to that game real quick. I do enjoy that game. Thought I had updated my title already. Cool, 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 cool. Yo, appreciate that. Appreciate that new subscription, man. For real, for real. See, that's what I'm talking about. Already, already making my day. Coming in here with the subscribe. I love that. Appreciate you, man. For real. And I'm saying, man, I'm sorry. I don't know. Sorry. It's just like I'm just used to like saying that, but appreciate you, Racing. For real, for real. All right, so we're talking about FS25. I'm updating my title because that was not supposed to look like that. I'm still new to a lot of this stuff. I actually went camping this past weekend, and yesterday was kind of like cleaning everything, getting everything back to where it was supposed to go. All right, here we go. Hopefully that fixes it. If not, we'll worry about it later. All right, here we go. Let's cut the music. Let's cut the music. Let's get serious. Let's get into business. All right, so this is the farm, everybody. Welcome to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you. I love the design. Not everybody is probably a fan of putting down gravel but I wanted the areas where I needed to have growth to be for growing, and home base to be, you know, manageable being a solo farmer. So that's my biggest thing here is I just wanted to create a home base where everything can kind of come from, be able to pull out all my equipment, which is down here. We'll go ahead and get, no, that truck can stay up there. Or reliable. We'll get in the JD, but let's get everything opened up so y'all can see it. I'm a big fan of organizing after the end of the day. I mean, your equipment takes care of you, so it's important to remember those things. I mean, I'm a believer, and if we can keep the maintenance costs down, then of course, like that's where I stand with it. I think everything, and even like cleaning it, I'm okay. He's a little dirty. We won't look at him, but definitely just, you know, making sure that if you take care of the equipment, it kind of appreciates that. You give it a little TLC, it'll take care of you back. All right, we're gonna get in the JD here, and I'm gonna show y'all, take on your little tour here. Here we go. All right, so we got solar fencing around the whole entire farm. There to your right, we have a refueling tank, which is kind of one of our new additions. And then we also have the cleaning, you know, the pressure wash, the Lance, I think it's called Lance or Lance, something like that, Lance. Then we have our greenhouses right here. You can see inside they are doing very well. I need to check and see if they might need a little more water. We just did water and fertilizer on the hydroponics. Here behind me, you see we have a water tank, but also a truck. And our water, which is free because of the river right there behind us, is right there. So we're able to fill up our water tanks there. Now here's our rented spaces. We have guests that stay on these buildings right here. I like to call them our B&Bs. It's a really cool way to get them kind of immersed into the farming experience, and many of them enjoy that, watching us farm, and of course being on the water. And then they can kind of rent out ATVs and motorbikes, stuff like that from us. It's been really cool. I'm thinking about building another one right here, but we'll see. I might actually buy another hectare and just do that. But we have our goats right here. They're doing very well. I always like saying good morning to them, especially they always have the zoomies. What'd you say? Oh. Okay, that's cool. Well, they always have something to say, and nope, yeah. That's the challenge, is keeping the goats inside. Goodness. Escape artists. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, and you. Sorry. Yeah, all of y'all escape artists. Alright, I'm gonna let them hang. They have a lot to say today, don't they? I'm trying to build up the goat milk. That's one of the main reasons that you see that I still have those pallets down there. I want to see how much or how long it takes to fill up this whole entire space with goat milk. Let's check. I haven't had to. Okay, we're good. They still have enough on food and things like that. So just wanted to check on them real quick. All right, next on our tour is our farmers market, which is right here to the right. Like everything wants to get delivered to here today, y'all. I have to check the door real quick. Just a bird. Yeah, so we have our farmers market right here, which, just to kind of give y'all a POV of that, we are beginning with some of the outside decor. I just kind of wanted to give it more of an approachable look as our customers come in. Why is this should be a little more. We have windy storms and stuff like that come through sometimes, so I just always have to double check, make sure nothing's been destroyed. But they stay pretty active in there. I like the farmers market. They don't people that work for me in the market, they really enjoy their job, and we're gonna get a better job of getting things in here as far as dropping more material in the silo and all kind of different things. Of course, we have plenty of honey over here, which is the next stop on the tour. So just kind of giving y'all a look of what this base looks like, and then we're going to head to the actual fields where we're growing things. So just starting the tour right here on this, and hopefully you're getting some kind of, something out of it. I enjoy some of the farming duties that become a little easier if you're solo farming. Bees, they pretty much self-manage themselves. And so we have our honey collecting station over here, which is the same thing as the goat milk. I'm gonna let this build up, and then we'll take it on over to the farmer's market and have a sale after a full season of that. So this little thing right here, which is shorter than me, is the honey traveling vehicle. So this isn't this neat? It does not leave the property. It is not street legal here in this county, so it does not leave the property. I use this just for on the farm, just FYI. It is not street legal. But all right, let's head on to the last stop for this part of the home base, which is the grape processing plant. This thing is loud, so get ready to hear a lot of sound and noise as we're getting our grapes and raisin made. Yeah, this is a serious production plant. I know it's going to take some time to fill up this whole entire. We'll move this. I know it's loud. I know it's going to take some time to actually fill up that entire area, but I just want to be able to document it financially if that's something we need to continue doing on the farm. So now that you know that these are the things that we have here as far as production on the farm, now I want to take you to the fields, which are not too far. We have our ferry to the left, which is great. I'll take you to those fields next on the other side. But we'll go over here to our grapes and our rice. You'll notice that the rice we actually just harvest and then take it right to the mill. And then the grapes we have the processing plant on our own farm. So grapes are doing very well. I believe we should be getting close. We added some more. These are growing. As you can see, they look a little different than the next row. We added some new rows kind of a month after planting season. These are ready to harvest, so we'll probably wait till October, harvest this, and then hopefully the newer row of grapes are ready to harvest at the same time. That way I don't have to pay a worker for 2 days of work. We can harvest this whole field in, I think, in 1 day. So I know we can in 1 day. We've done it multiple times. So just want to kind of test that and see the different yield percentage we get. And I just felt like we had more space to add more grapes to the field, so that was the reason for that. Trying to do a better job of keeping this field organized. As you see, there's still some equipment sitting out. This is some of the equipment that we commonly use. This is our pruning device that attaches to the tractor for the grapes over there. As you'll notice that they do have to be pruned after harvest season to just help with that next season of growth. We have a fertilizing spreading machine. We have a mulcher. No, not mulcher. This is a cultivator. Sorry, cultivator. This could actually go back to the barn. I don't need this over here right now. And then this is our mulcher. So mulching is very important. As you'll see at the very bottom of this growing area, there's weeds that pop up. There's one right there. But I mulch this field just to keep those weeds down. And then across from us, it is another area that is ready for harvest. Look at our rice, everybody. It is ready for harvest season. So we're going to get the rice harvester out. I haven't purchased that machine yet, mainly because it's extremely expensive. But it's just not the right time to actually, I think, to just go all in on the rice part. It does make good money. I think the best way to average from cost to profit ratio, every harvest season brings in about a good $15,000, maybe a little bit below that depending on how you want to look at the wages and stuff like that. But I like it. It's a fun, easy farming experience. You get to flood the field, you plant it with the rice. Of course, we fertilize it, things like that before, but it kind of just takes care of itself, which I appreciate. And then we have the rice. We did purchase this machine. This is our rice seed or sapling machine. So we use this to plant the field. That one wasn't as expensive. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to harvest this. Let's get in here and head on over to what I like to call the rental shop where we get all our supplies when we rent or buy. And I bought these, and I'm gonna buy this area soon. But this area is just perfect because everything's kind of close by, so we don't waste a lot of fuel or our time traveling. Only time we do is if it's a contract and we're getting paid to do those. So, I don't mind when we have to do that. All right, let's get on over here. Some of our equipment's still sitting over here, but I can't use it right now, especially the smaller tractor is used for the narrow grape fields, but it won't be used for harvesting, which we'll do that next month. But let's get this rice field started. All right, here we go. So, of course, if you have never done rice before, you can kind of just go to these different packets that show you all the different things you need in order to plant, harvest, etc. So this is the harvesting machine. We have a trailer already. And I mean, again, it's only $95,000. I could go ahead and buy this machine, but I also want to build a new storage area for all the bigger machinery. As we exit the farm home base, you saw to the right, there was some machinery that wasn't inside, and I don't like that. I want to get the infrastructure set up to be able to, protect and cover all of our different investments and assets. So that's one thing I'm going to be working on soon. But right now, we're just going to rent this machine a little under $5,000. Here we go. And then we're going to back out and head on over there. I try to do most of the driving. These machines cost enough already to not let somebody else drive and mess it all up. And then once we get over there, one of my handy dandy workers, his name is Daniel. Daniel is going to do the rice field. He does a great job of harvesting that field. That way I can continue focusing on what I need to do. And of course, I say when it comes to, it's real loud out there, I'll stay inside. I say it's also important to remember, why are you doing this? What's your why? For me, it is to learn, to educate, to grow food, but also this is a farming community. I mean, let's spread it. Let's spread the love. There's others out here that want to work that also have more knowledge in the farming community than I do, so that I can learn from them. So let's just help each other reach that milestone. Let's help each other, on each different farm. If you've been around me for a while, I talk about over farming. I talk about how important it is to remember, when you're getting these cities and these different farming experiences going, and I'm talking in FS25 or in real life, what's needed in the community. Don't just plow a field and over farm that field. Permaculture is a real thing. Other farmers who need help and assistance, instead of starting competition, hey, let's work together. So I think that's important to remember. I'm gonna go ahead and step out of this machine because Daniel has a tendency to get tedious about stuff being in his way. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here. We're gonna get ready to call him in right here before we get started at 10 a.m. So we got 10 a.m. pretty much from starting at 10 a.m. We'll see how many hours we get out of Daniel today. He doesn't like being on camera, so if he doesn't say anything, don't mind him. Okay, I'm kind of giving y'all the heads up, but we'll just see what kind of mood. We'll see what kind of mood he's in today. How about that? We'll see what kind of mood he's in today. I think that's the cool thing. See what kind of mood he's in. There's the field right here. Try not to damage too much of it. Move out of Daniel's way. Just saying hello. Just saying hello, Daniel. Oh man, he's been with me for almost 2 years now. For almost 2 years now. I mean, now that he's out of the camera range, and he wouldn't mind me saying this, it's hard to find hard workers. I'm just going to call it like I see it. I mean, it's hard to find people that want to work, show up on time. He always shows up on time. He always does what I ask him to do. In farming, things are going to happen, mistakes are going to happen. I'm okay with that. But, let's just help each other grow, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and I appreciate Daniel for that. So anyway, let's let him continue doing his thing, and then we're going to get, as he obviously gets close to being full, we'll come on over and help him with that. So let's keep things going. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. My name is Well Done. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the farm. Let's keep this day going. So once he gets that kind of close to where we're at, we'll bring one of the bigger tractors out, which I'm going to head on over and grab that now. Get this set up so we can have a good harvest day. We're not going to harvest any grapes today. I do have seasonal growth on. I'm one of those farmers, like, I've played the game for years where I've changed that setting and it's fun, but now I want to challenge myself a little bit more. And you see the harvest season for grapes goes into the end of October, and we have that extra new row. So we're going to try to see on that. And of course, our rice, this is our last month to be able to harvest the rice. And so I try to get that yield percentage as high as possible. And I do really enjoy seeing the growth and how it's working. Let's see here. So I've gotten this up to, there we go, 82 is good. That's the new row, so that's good to know. Let's see, okay, good. We gotta just try to keep those weeds down, and of course fertilizing. Everything should be, see this the fertilizing on this field is at 0. What's up with that? Let's hit that real quick. We have our fertilizer out here. I don't have a tractor. Teleport, we're about to teleport. Sorry, yo. Let's use you. We'll head on over there and fertilize the grapes, because being that we're not harvesting the grapes right now, let's just go ahead and keep that. I want to keep that yield bonus up, our yield percentage, so to speak. So anyway, again, look how close I just really like buying the real estate closest. That way I don't have to worry about travel time so much. That can just easily take so much time of your day. So we're gonna head on over here, get this fertilizer attached, spray this grape field. Daniel's over there doing his thing. And then we're gonna head on and get a bigger tractor, because this cannot pull that rice trailer. Probably, but I don't want to push it. We might get the truck out. I might get Bluey out. How about that? Y'all want to see me get the regular? No, we won't get Bluey. We'll get Midnight out. Where was? I guess he must be on a different field. I'm gonna have to check on where my other truck is. Anyway, this tractor is barely cutting it as far as weight wise. Let's get a little momentum going. Let's try to stay right here in the middle. That way we spray both sides. I think what happened is I sprayed the field right before we planted the new field, and I didn't come back through and fertilize. So we're just gonna go ahead and spray everything. I do see that row, that first row, I need to go back through and make sure I get that. Sharp turn. And if you notice, this tractor has a very narrow design, narrow tires, everything. If you're gonna do grapes and you're gonna build them like this, you're gonna need a narrow tractor. I'm just gonna tell you, the narrow tractor makes a big difference. The size of this tractor, of course, may not be the best for weight, but you get used to it. Beautiful day to be farming, y'all. Try to keep the speed going so I don't lose the momentum. This trailer's a little heavy. It's just quieter inside the cabin. So get in here and hang out with you all. And I think for the remaining of today, once we kind of get done through the rice, and again, I plan on being on for probably, like, I gotta hit the road later today, and then probably get back on later tonight or tomorrow. So just a good strong another 30 minute stream. Wait a minute, I'm stopping the tractor. I love Australia. Elsa Leigh Adams, welcome to the stream. Hello mate. I am the biggest fan of Australia. Australia is such a ledge to me now. I think I learned that when I was there. Ledge is such a legend to me. It is like literally the best place ever. I went to Australia, and then I also got to go to, like, what was it called? Like the fjords, if I'm saying it correct, like Dusky, and I gotta pull up the videos. Oh my gosh, I went on the water and saw all kind of beautiful things when I was in Australia, and NZ, and that's just so cool. So welcome, Elsa. Hope I'm saying your name right. Appreciate you being in here. I had to stop fertilizing and farming and everything because that just brings back so many memories for me, y'all. Seriously, brings back too many great memories. Too many great memories. Oh, I'm smiling right now. That's so cool. Welcome from Australia. Right, awesome. Australia's awesome. Just beautiful people. They're so nice. When I was traveling over there, and hopefully y'all can hear, I'm getting inside the cabin so y'all can hear this story. I was traveling over there and I wanted to go to the zoo. And and being that I'm from the States, I'm not saying like, I just didn't know necessarily transportation. It's just, it's different it's different in every country. And you just never know. Long story short, I had to do the local like bus transportation, which it was actually a beautiful experience. So I get on the bus and I'm trying to like figure out how I'm supposed to pay for it. There's like this app where that's the only way you can get around, and I didn't understand how to get to it, how to do it. All I had on me was the local currency, and that wasn't accepted as well. Like the driver was like, no, we can't do that. Like, you have to do it through this thing. And I was just like, you could tell I was getting kind of not frustrated, but I was just like sad because I didn't know any other way that I could get to the zoo. Guy looks at me with a smile on his face and said, hey man, you're fine, man. Just go ahead and catch a ride. And I was just like, can I just give you some cash then for just being nice to me? Do you know that he said, no man, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. Like, that may be like an American thing, but we want to help everybody. We want to help everybody get to where they're going. We want everybody to have a great time in Australia. And you're talking about a moment of humbling, holistic, tears of joy, kind of like, because now I had a chance to go to the zoo, and he allowed me to continue to do that. And it was just beautiful. It was just beautiful to know not only did he want to help me get to the zoo, but also like, you don't have to do gratuity in order for like something like that to happen. And even my cab driver from the airport was the same way. Like, yeah, we don't do that. You don't have to do that here. So that was really heartwarming. That changed me completely. But just wanted to share that short story. Now let's make sure we hit this first row real quick, and then we'll be done with fertilizing. Central Western Australia. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. Uh-oh, we got a full tank. I need to get over. But that's very cool. I am South and North America, in a very hot and humid part of it, where I actually do a little speaking of farming, I met some farmers while I was in Australia. A lot of them, actually. And I'm talking, you think 100 acres or something? I think he told me he had 100,000 acres or something like that. It was crazy. He was retired. Him and his wife, they were just so peaceful. They were so beautiful. They were just living their best lives, living their retired life with dogs. And I told them how I was going to start my farming journey, and they really, really were so cool. All right, let's find the, where's my other truck? There you are. What are you doing way over here? Ooh, poplar field. Poplar's growing, y'all. All right, let's not damage the field. Let's get across the ferry. We're gonna, hopefully the rice tank won't get full. But that's really cool. Appreciate you being in here again, Elsa. Really cool name too. All right, so we got the ferry here, which, as you see, if you haven't put it together, the farm is right over that ledge right there. Ridge. All right, let's get back in the truck. See, farmers meeting other farmers. That's so cool. That's so cool. If you don't mind me asking, what all do you farm? Like, what's common? Like, I know there's all kind of different things, and for me, I'm such a micro farmer right now, and on the small scale, but I want to learn from others, like what they've done and what's been great and fun. Bees are my next challenge. I want to get honey going for sure. Cool, that's right. Yeah, everybody. I'm starting to get a lot of viewers. Oh snap! See, I don't even. I tell you, I'm so down to earth, y'all. Like for one, y'all gonna make me smile all day just because y'all in here hanging out with me. I just figured if I'm gonna play and do this game and do this farming in real life, I might as well connect with others around the world. Wheat, barley, and canola. Oh my gosh, canola. Okay, okay. I'm cheesing now because those are like dreams right there. That's so cool. That's so cool. I yeah, this is so cool. That yeah, I don't want to start asking so many questions. But hopefully, like everybody else is enjoying this as well, because I know many people want to try to at least do some type of farming or gardening, and you know, and for me, it's just like the only way you can learn is just trying. And even if it's a small field to a bigger field, oh gosh, Daniel's waiting on me. Let me hurry up. Whenever that pipes out, he's like, "Hey, you're paying me. You're paying me to be here." Ah, I didn't do that turn right. So Midnight's our newest truck. I like getting the dually. I just needed something that can tow a little heavier. Wait a minute. Midnight can't fit to this because it's oh, that's not gonna work. Have I must have. I don't know why I thought I've tried this before. Well, we're gonna take you back to the garage. I was hoping we could use you to just kind of get you out for the day, but this is the last time they're gonna see you for right now because I need a tractor. But it's a beautiful truck, beautiful truck. Big fan. I actually had another person in chat. His name's Justin. Justin came through and helped me design this, and I believe he actually came up with the name for it. But yeah, I try to connect with everybody in the chat and the community. What I may do now that I've heard wheat, barley, and canola, we might have to just start. We might have to start some wheat on the farm for Elsa, and that way, anytime I see it, I can shout out my Aussie friends. Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna have to end up like showing some of the. Oh, I just had such a great time there. I really did, y'all. And then I found out like crazy things, like only like 2% of Australia is occupied with people or something like that. Some crazy stat. Elsa, is that right? 2 or 3% or something like. The rest is just beautiful land. I mean, some of it you don't want to be. I don't even know. I didn't even get to see it. But they're like, yeah, you don't. Some of it you don't want to be living on. Which I'm just gonna take their word for it. All right, let's get the tractor. Let's get the original. This is John. The mini one is JD's. This is John. I'm sure you can understand why his name's John. Let me get over here, Daniel. Call. Whoa. Between my parents' farm and my parents' farm, we have a combined 11,700 hectares undercrop. Hectares, y'all. Not acres. Hectares. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. That is so cool. Elsa, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It may be delayed a little bit, but it'll let me know. It'll do a little cheer here, but I'm gonna do it myself. That's so cool. Thank you for subbing up for real. I try to post a lot of different content on my page. Some of it is, you know, simulation and games, and then some of it's actually some of the stuff from my real farm. And I'll be honest, I heard AJ on the water over there. I have a friend that works on the river for us. All right, let's go over here and get this picked up, y'all. I'm talking too much. We got farming to do this done, but I can talk and work. But yes, that's kind of, it's so inspiring. Yay! She said I'm getting the hubby to sub. See, that's support right there. That's support right there. I also try my best when I get into admin time later, I'm going to sub up as well. Big FS fans, yes. The game. How long have you been playing the game? Like, what was your first one? All right, Daniel. Wait a minute, Daniel. Hold up now. Daniel, hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. See, y'all see how he does me? I was gonna tell him. I was gonna give him a compliment. Here he is trying to smash me in between the tractor. Goodness, he almost broke my pelvis. And he knows what I was about to tell him. I was going to say, hey, you're doing a great job, but look at my headlands. Look, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with these? You're leaving money on the table. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna let him do his thing. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. I like to do a little RP as well, y'all. So hopefully you're all cool with that. If we're gonna play the game, I might as well simulate like if I had this tractor, how would I treat it? If a guy was working for me or a lady was working for me, how would I speak to them? How would I hope for them to work for me, and in return me pay them well? And we have dinners and lunches and stuff like that. I try to keep a good balance from work and life with all my employers and the community. We're just gonna park this. There's AJ. Let's go say hey to AJ, y'all. AJ, yo, I was just talking about you. Let's get out here to him. Yeah, nice little workout while we're farming. Yo, well, first, how you doing? How's the fam? Wait a minute, you got a different load today. Oh, they got you getting ready for FS Fisheries coming out. Okay, you're taking that all the way across. Goodness, man, I was just telling chat that you're always on the river working. I'm not gonna hold you up, and please don't run me over like Daniel just tried. Just wanted to say hello. I was telling them about you and different workers we have in this community, the hard workers. But that's AJ, everybody. AJ is the local river boat operator. He always is coming behind the farm. Been on FS since 2008. Oh my gosh. You got me beat on that one. I want to say it's been since like 2015 for me. So you've seen the growth. You've seen where FS has come from. They definitely have grown, and I'm excited about what's coming up next. If we want to talk about it, I think they have the fisheries coming out, and I actually think it's going to be great. We're FS modders and map building in the spare time. What? Ah, that's so cool. All right, so that means there's all kind of different things that I need to be asking questions about. I think that one of the things I eventually want to get to is just continue building with others that have communities on here. Do you build do you operate your own server or anything? Because there's so many servers in the multiplayer world. I would love to continue finding others that have servers that are looking for, well, wait a minute, this is my interview. Servers looking for hard workers and, people that want to, I'm nervous. Trying to find people that, need hard workers, that need someone that's dedicated. It's not easy being a solo farmer, but it's what I love to do. As you can see in the background, we love this. We love this, and I want to find others that have the same. All right, sorry for the emotional moment, y'all. I have to lock in for a second, just in case someone's watching and they're like, man, we need to add this guy. This guy's ready. This guy is ready to work. All right, so we got the rice farming going on. We're going to let Daniel continue harvesting this field. I'm not going to get too far away because I know that tank will get full. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and try something real quick. I'm not the best at it, okay? I'm not the best at it. We're gonna try a little Jeremy Clarkson pull beside the harvester. Let's see if we can do it. For one, the pipe comes out on the side that will make me, it's gonna cause me to damage the field. So I have to wait till he turns around. So we need to get on the other end. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So if I got here, the pipe's gonna open up to the other, like on the right side. And then if I did that, I would damage the field. So everybody probably already knows that, but just in case you needed a demonstration from an amateur like myself. I started in FS17. Yes. That's so cool. That's so cool. Now, tell me, I guess I have to just know this, because when it comes to the game and farming in real life, what would you say the major differences are? Like, and I mean like something like something like some people would just overlook. Like, what's the major biggest difference? Of course, we could say like maintenance, we could say weather, we could say time, you know, things like that. But what would you say is like the major, like, this is completely something that they should start incorporating, and then this part is like right on the nail. Like, this part is absolutely what farming is all about, and FS is, you know, capture that. 'Cause I'm just curious. All right, here we go, y'all. We're gonna try it. Come on. Oh, yeah. We're doing it. We're doing it. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Daniel. And he should be good to go. I'm gonna stop after we hit this turn. All right, y'all. Whew. Why am I sweaty? FS is pretty close to the real deal. Wow. So my husband has a YouTube channel, and he's opening a server to allow players to enjoy his map. Count me in. See, Racer's in too. See, ooh, we might be starting something here. And there's a couple other farmers that get on here in the chat that are like real serious about this and want to join a server. So we just, yeah, like that you count me in. I would love to do that. And then too, like, you know, be a I guess like some type of like moderator to kind of just make sure with other farmers coming in, like, hey, treat this with respect, man. We love this game. We love this game. There's a lot of time and effort, not on my part, creators and dreamers and farmers out here. And so I'll take it serious, but also make it fun and make it, you hear me say this word a lot. I'm big on like holistic growth. Let's be 1% better every day. 1% better every day. And if I can be a good like energy ambassador, that's my goal here. Let's sit in a little shade. Let's sit in a little shade right here. It's a beautiful day. Ooh, nice little picture right here. Let's take a picture of Daniel working while I'm chilling in the AC. Racer, I'm about to harvest some wheat as we speak. See? I love this. Farmers farming, farmers chatting. I mean, basically, I have a feeling, Elsa, you have to tell me this, but if I was really doing it, like I've watched some farming shows, if I was inside this cabin and I had the farm and I had internet, you know, and a little iPad or something right here, I would still be just communicating with you all. I would just be IRL streaming with a camera and just talking to you all, learning how to do a better job, seeing how somebody else is doing it, making it better. So I actually feel like this is me being on my real farm, because I plan to get to something like this one day, being on my tractor, talking to you all, you all being on your tractors, whether if it's in the game or real life. And I actually have some, hopefully in the next few months, I'm gonna try some IRL stuff. I'm still building out some infrastructure, which is important before winter comes, but I hope to do some of that. Take that back. It's oats, not wheat. Okay. Yo, so cool. So cool. Appreciate y'all being in here again. Appreciate the follows and the subs and everything. It didn't, it's crazy. I got the notification earlier, but hopefully, let's see here. I'm gonna go over here and I'm just checking. I have to like monitor these different screens sometimes, y'all. I guess it's like being in an attractor. I'm still mad that he always skips this part right here. All right, y'all do me a favor. I'm about to grab some water. I never grabbed water from. I had some wood panels. If I know Racer heard me talking about when I got in here first time, but I had some wood panels for one of the buildings on my farm delivered earlier today, and I still am out of breath and didn't get no water before starting the stream. So I'm just gonna grab some water real quick. I'm going to just play one song, and then I'll be right back. So y'all keep an eye on Daniel. This song is called "Keep That Smile," and I'll be right back. All right. Racer, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll try to stream as much as possible. So thank you for being here today. Thank you. I'll catch you next time, all right? All right, got my water. And I actually like that song. That song that was playing, it got me in the mood. Yeah, I mean, y'all might laugh at me a couple times because I'll get on here and I'll start singing jingles. I will sing and just have fun and stuff like that all the time. So, I mean, if you're gonna do things you love, they should include having fun as well. And so, I think one of the last things I was saying before I went to go grab some water was just let's just be 1% better every day. And Racer, again, appreciate you being in here. Have a wonderful rest of the day, morning. I'm not sure where everybody's at except for Elsa. I know that Australia's on a whole nother time schedule. And so just appreciate y'all being here, hanging out. Now, all the maps and stuff you were said to take it 4 years. 4 years? See, that's the type of commitment, again, everybody. I say it in a way of like, that's love. That's passion right there. That microwave mentality that it doesn't take time and effort to do these things. For example, I remember my first day, as I spill my rice, but I remember my first time trying to do this, what I'm doing right now, and I could not figure it out. I mean, I literally was like, okay, well, how does the real farmers do it? So I started watching videos, started watching YouTube, I started watching other gamers, not necessarily just YouTube. That's a good one. Let's just stay out of his way. Keep going, Daniel. Thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and drop it off. No, we'll get a full load. We'll get a full load before we drop it off. But just being better, literally just taking the time and effort to what it takes to be better, um, and these things easily cross over to real farming. I'm glad that we have another farmer in the chat sharing like it's actually pretty close to the real deal, because as I sit inside this tractor, it may not be showing me every single control, but this is pretty accurate, everybody. Like, these designs and effort they put into the game, including like the modders and the map creators, and I mean, that's experience and information that is priceless. I can't step in their shoes and actually act like I know how to do all those things. And so I appreciate them. And then our thing is to take that information and pay it forward. Put that time and effort in to give feedback, time and effort to, share a compliment. Like, hey, appreciate y'all adding this, adding that. And so again, I know you shared it, Elsie. You were saying y'all are going to start opening up some maps and multiplayer. Like, hey, count me in. I want to be one of those individuals to, show everybody like, hey, FS25 has a community that's also the real deal in real farming. Not me. I'm not talking about me. I'm starting. So I guess I could say I'll share something else that's unique about my experience. I'm also completely off grid. So I actually have I harvest my own rainwater and filter it, and also my own power through the solar panels, and everything all the way down to a incinerator toilet. I'm proud to say, like, my plan and goal and vision is to save 25 to 26 trees a year, and that's actually been happening for like 8 months. I've been strong with that, and as I camp and do different things off grid, and these experiences that Australia and going and seeing Australia and the logging industry, that every port that I was going and visiting to, y'all have no idea the amount of logs and timber. And I share it because they also are making sure to protect a lot of that, if I'm correct. And so it was just really neat to see that, and me kind of like, how can I apply this when I get back home? Even to the farm back at the home base on this game, I have solar panel fencing, and that allows some of the power to go back into the community, and they pay me a little in the game they pay me to have those solar panels on the farm. Where I'm at, I don't get that advantage. Yeah, matter of fact, they charge us. Anything like that, you get charged. But we'll talk about that another time. But I am completely proud of being able to now also add and incorporate the farming parts of what I'm growing on my real farm, and those things be through resources that are already on our land. I mean, this land that we're on, y'all, let me get out there. Like, land, soil, the air, there's so much that's resourceful that's provided for us. And we haven't even really started talking about what livestock and all the different things, that cattle and all those things. I don't have those on this map, and I'm trying to stay accurate with what I really want to do. I noticed in my real community, as we go back to permaculture and over farming, and I already have cattle in my neighborhood. And I say neighborhood as far as like my neighboring farmers. So why would I get cattle? Right? Well, if it's working for them, it could work for you. Yeah, but why would I? Well, how about I get something that's needed in my community? I noticed that around me that there's not really anybody with goats, and bush hogging and land management is like so needed. Goats are the pros at that, y'all. Hey, thank you too for the compliment. See, and I'm just sharing my story. I'm actually just yapping. I'm just talking, but hopefully it's just adding value to everyone else. It's just like, you know what? Yeah, I agree. Instead of everyone on the same area having the same thing, what else could be grown? What else is needed? Um, and then once I kind of cross that list off, like what would I enjoy? What would I enjoy doing these things and sharing the experience and recording it and putting it on YouTube? So that trip to Australia opened my eyes, but FS, this game, I started playing this game a long time ago, and it was just like, wait a minute, farming is cool. Wait a minute, you talking about my little rice harvester? Hey, Daniel, for one, driving it, he enjoys it. He says he enjoys this job when when we have to do rice. Here we go. All right, after this one, we're gonna go ahead and take this to the. And what I'm gonna do is, after we finish up with the rice, y'all, I'm gonna have to hit the road in real life, but I'm gonna try to stream as many times this week. I may actually get on again later. Make that turn, get this way. Alright, let's go ahead and take this on in. JDS680. Uh-oh. I'm looking this up. See, this is if there's anything that happened today, the two that Elsa, and then I have Racer. I know he had to leave, but this is what it's all about. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm already, the next time you see me on the stream, I'm gonna look this machine up. Is it a mod? Is it already? And I bet you that harvester must be like probably 3 times the size of that. I believe I brought my rice here last time. Let's yeah, I did. I just found out I had to go to the silo. Let's see if we can go. All right, y'all, we have 88% of rice. Let's see what happens here. What? See, I gotta remember all. Okay, the next thing I have to do, and I'm telling my age, is I gotta get Discord. 14,000 on that one load, yo. And that wasn't even 100%, so it's I want to say close to right over 15,000 per trailer load. So and there's still just a little left. And like I said and mentioned, I gotta get ready. Y'all making me smile so much though. This has just been the best stream ever, for real. Like just being able to get on here today, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna go live today, but I went outside and saw I have some peppers, some serrano peppers that are just doing amazing. I'm sure somebody's giggling like, did he just say peppers? Sometimes it's the little things, y'all. These peppers are doing so amazing. And it's hard because you just never know what might can happen in one day. I mean, maybe even a few hours, what may come along and just, see your cute little peppers over here. Okay, I believe it's in the game. All of this stuff is definitely something that I'm going to look into, and again, like just talking about the fact of joining and adding value to maybe even just be able to give y'all some honest feedback. I really appreciate it. So he's got this last row. I'm gonna let him go all the way down. We're gonna get this last bit of rice into the harvester. Tomorrow's stream or tonight's stream, which I'm hoping y'all follow, subscribe, because I want y'all to know when I'm the grapes behind me. We're gonna be harvesting that next, and we're just gonna keep this conversation going too, because I'm enjoying having conversations with someone from Australia. I know I've had someone in here from the UK. We've also had some people here from different parts of the States, and I'm just excited to connect with you all, whether if you're a real farmer or if you just play FS 25 or 22 or any of the FS games. Because my goal, as we continue this and play this, I'm going to move from this map. We'll move from Riverbend, and then the fisheries that's coming in November. I'm telling you, I want to play this all the way out to starting the fishery, and we'll see how that does. And of course, there's other maps that I haven't even touched yet. So let's go over here and get this last load. Truly appreciate y'all being in here today. For real. Thank y'all so much. Shout out again to Elsa. Shout out to, we had a racer that was on here earlier. Shout out to y'all. Y'all made my day. For real. For real, for real. Appreciate y'all subscribing, and appreciate following, everything. All of that. And just giving me more information and tools. Oh, he's alright. Daniel he dipped. You see, I told y'all. He don't like when I do all that talking. All right. Got that. And then let's go ahead and remember this. And I will forget, and then look back at my finances and be like, why are we still renting this? There we go, done with that. Let's drop this off at our own silo in the market. And then we're gonna call it a day, y'all. Appreciate y'all being here for real. So much joy and this good energy. I love it. Alright, we're gonna get on over here. Drop this off at the silo outside the market. And then we'll be good to go ahead and end this day and get ready for the next harvest day, which is going to be our grapes. So we will cultivate that field that we just harvested and then fertilize it. And my goats, they always like talking to me. Wide turn. There we go. And I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it so much talking with you all. I'm going to be making some videos from this as well on YouTube. Real farmers and YouTube farmers are all awesome. Yes. Oh, we need to put that on a shirt. We need to. You should just make that a shirt. I'll buy one. If you make it a shirt, I'll buy it. I'll wear it next time I have my webcam. Real farmers and YouTube farmers are all awesome. Yes. We're gonna park this up here because I know I'm gonna be heading back to my other part of the farm. So I don't mind parking it here for the day. All right, y'all, you ready for it? It's been great. It's been awesome. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, or a great night. I wish you all well. Have a well done day. And I'll see you all next time. Let's close this day out. Here we go. Whee! See y'all later.